Black Wednesday is an event that occurred on May 16, 1974, which resulted in a major collapse in the British economy. At the time, Britain was struggling with challenging economic conditions such as the oil crisis, high unemployment rates, and high inflation rates. However, the primary cause of these conditions was the overvaluation of the British currency, the pound. Many investors started selling the British pound because they believed that it was overvalued. This led to a rapid decline in the value of the pound and its devaluation against gold. The British government began spending significant amounts of money to support the British pound in an effort to solve this problem. However, these efforts failed, and the government was forced to let the pound go into free fall. As a result, the British stock market experienced a major crash, and a panic spread across global markets. Many financial institutions worldwide suffered significant losses due to the decline in the British stock market. Following Black Wednesday, the British government began implementing urgent measures to address its economic problems. These measures included attempting to control the decline of the pound, reducing unemployment rates, and bringing inflation under control. Black Wednesday is considered the beginning of a dark period for the British economy and led to the bankruptcy of many financial institutions. However, the British government worked to find solutions to this crisis and managed to improve the country's economic situation. Are the effects of Black Wednesday still felt in the British economy today? How effective can the lessons from Black Wednesday be in dealing with current economic crises? Where does Black Wednesday stand in comparison to other major financial collapses in the global economy? For all this and more, before starting the video, if you're interested in universal economic history, you can subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to be informed about new videos I upload every day. Enjoy the watch.
Universal economic history.
In the early 1970s, the British economy faced several challenging economic conditions. After World War II, the economic situation in Britain was severely affected by the war. However, during the 1950s and 1960s, the British economy began to grow, and the country became prosperous due to developments in industrialization, construction, and the finance sector. During this period, Britain became one of the world's largest economies. However, in the early 1970s, the British economy encountered several problems. Inflation rates were high, unemployment rates were rising, and Britain had to deal with oil crises. The oil crises occurred when oil-producing countries increased oil prices, which forced Britain to raise its own oil prices and had a negative impact on the country's economy. In addition, the British economy was also dealing with labor unions and strikes during that period. Unions frequently clashed with the government over wage increases and working conditions, leading to economic instability in the country. All these challenging conditions weakened the British economy, and the country's currency, the pound, was in a weak position in global markets. Britain's entry into the European Economic Community, EEC, did not contribute significantly to the country's economic situation either. Due to all these reasons, the British economy was going through a difficult period in the early 1970s. The event known as the 1974 Black Wednesday marked a significant collapse in the British economy. Let's examine the causes of this crisis together. In the early 1970s, the world faced problems such as oil crises, inflation, and low economic growth. These conditions also had a negative impact on the British economy, as well as other countries' economies. The British economy faced several challenges in the early 1970s. High inflation rates, unemployment, low productivity, and weak foreign trade performance had weakened the British economy. In the early 1970s, the pound was overvalued compared to other currencies. This made it difficult for British products to compete in the global markets, putting British exporters in a difficult situation. In 1973, Britain received a $3.9 billion loan from the International Monetary Fund, IMF. However, this loan had to be repaid, and Britain did not have enough foreign currency for repayment. In 1974, Britain's political situation was also uncertain. The Conservative Party, the ruling party, lost in early elections and was replaced by the Labour Party. This political change increased the uncertainty in the British economy. All these factors led to the event known as the 1974 Black Wednesday and marked the beginning of a major crisis period for the British economy. The 1974 Black Wednesday had significant effects on the British economy. Black Wednesday led to the bankruptcy of many companies, resulting in increased unemployment rates in the British economy. Inflation rates increased further after Black Wednesday, and price instability in the British economy intensified. Due to the overvaluation of the pound, exports became challenging for the British economy. After Black Wednesday, the pound was devalued, which helped British exporters. Following Black Wednesday, the repayment plan for Britain's IMF loan was changed, and the repayment process was extended. The economic collapse in the British economy resulted in an increase in poverty rates and cuts in social services. The effects of Black Wednesday were felt for many years in the British economy, and the British government implemented various policies to address the problems caused by this event. These policies included tax reductions, economic austerity measures, and restructuring plans. However, Black Wednesday continues to be remembered as one of the largest economic collapses in British economic history. The 1974 Black Wednesday dealt a significant blow to the British economy, and its effects were felt for many years. However, the British government attempted to rescue the economy by implementing various policies after this event. Here are some of the ways the British economy was rescued after Black Wednesday. After Black Wednesday, Britain received a loan from the IMF. This loan helped the British government to repay its debts and enabled the implementation of various measures to stabilize the economy. The British government implemented austerity policies to rescue the economy after Black Wednesday. These policies included cutting public spending, increasing taxes, and implementing wage controls. Plans were made to restructure the economy after Black Wednesday. These plans included modernizing the industrial sector, increasing production and exports, and supporting businesses. The British government took measures to control exchange rates. These measures included exchange restrictions and providing foreign currency credits to exporters. After Black Wednesday, some state-owned enterprises were privatized to restructure the economy. These privatizations contributed to the emergence of more efficient businesses and supported economic growth. The 1974 Black Wednesday was a turning point for the British economy, and its effects continue to be felt today. Here are the effects of this event to date. Economic reforms. After Black Wednesday, the British government implemented a series of reforms to overcome the economic crisis. These reforms include privatizations, constraints on public spending, and tax increases. Some of these reforms still continue today and play a significant role in the British economy. Global economic relations. Black Wednesday demonstrated how global economic relations can be affected. This event led to an increase in the trend of globalization in the world economy, and today, the global economy has become more interconnected. Financial regulation. Black Wednesday highlighted the importance of financial regulation, and the British government increased regulations in the financial sector. Today, financial regulation has become a significant issue in the global economy, and many countries have started implementing stricter regulations in their financial sectors. Historical events like Black Wednesday are important in understanding the causes of economic crises and learning lessons to prevent similar crises in the future. Here are some of the lessons that can be learned from Black Wednesday. The importance of regulation. Black Wednesday was a crisis caused by excessive speculation in financial markets. This demonstrates how important regulation is. Strict regulation of financial markets can help maintain financial stability. Economic diversification. Black Wednesday worsened the British economy due to its excessive dependence on certain industries. Britain was particularly dependent on oil imports during that period, and the increase in oil prices triggered economic stagnation. Therefore, economic diversification, reducing dependence on a single industry or source, can help reduce vulnerability and increase economic resilience. The impact of macroeconomic policies. Black Wednesday was the result of the British government's mistakes in economic policies. High inflation and unemployment were caused by incorrect monetary and spending policies. Therefore, understanding and managing the effects of macroeconomic policies correctly can help ensure economic stability. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If there's a specific video you'd like me to make on economic history, don't forget to mention it in the comments section. I wish everyone a pleasant day.
Universal Economic History.